computer audio. Okay. Mine's recording, and right now it just has me. I'm going to manage the participants. The beginning of this meeting is just going to be me. Oh, here we go. Invite. Yeah, it's like.
Are you putting in my email?
Well, I have a couple times, but what I'm going to try to do is I'm putting Dad in right now. I'm going to send him an invite. And then what it looks like is I'm just going to have to send you another. Let me see. It's taking me over to Yahoo Mail. Here's what we'll do, Don. Try. I'm going to send you another email, and we'll see if that works. And if that doesn't work, what we'll do is you'll just type in that IP. I'm trying to see.
So you want me to check my emails?
Check your email. Yes, sir. Dad's waiting to get in. I'm gonna go ahead and get Dad in. Now, Dad, I don't see his mic on, and I don't know if he has video. We're going to get this all figured out, though, with all of us.
Okay, I haven't received an email yet.
Okay.
There it is right there.
You got something?
It says, please join Zoom meeting in progress.
Okay.
Okay.
Click that. And then, all right, Dad's on, so good. Good. I think Dad's mic is muted. I'm going to step away real quick. I'm going to close the door.
All right, it gives me a meeting ID number and a password.
Okay.
What do I need to do with that?
So,
should I
hear me now, buddy?
Join?
Hey, I hear you, Dad. Okay. Yes, Don. What you'll do?
Join?
Yes. Hit join.
Is Dad on the video, or are you just talking on the phone?
Let's see.
I'm just talking to him on the phone.
Okay.
But let's see. And then hopefully, Don, it'll do what it did for Dad, whereas Dad's just Simon. Dad.
Come up, darling.
So Dad just sent. I started it, and I think he saw where I started it, so he joined. And
yes, I heard a like a ringtone, like you were calling me. That's what I heard from another room. That's what I heard.
So Dad's saying, Don, that he got the notification that a meeting was being started. So that's
what is the personal link name?
The personal link name. Let me.
Wait a minute. It says join with a personal link name. I've got your password, but this is calling for personal name.
I've got a meeting ID. Yeah, he's doing it from the iPad.
Did he download the app already?
Mm-hmm.
Should I type in his password?
Yes.
But it's asking,
no, not for
personal link name.
Right. Not on the link. Oops, sorry. I think something fell off my desk.
Can he hit? Is there an option to join a call? That was an option for me.
Well, and I think that's what we may try to do now. We were just trying to see if he could get on through it. Go to the join a call option, Don.
Go back.
Yes, sir. And go to the option for join a call. Hey, buddy, come on up.
Okay. But it's asking for a meeting ID, which I put in a while ago.
Okay.
But then it says join with a personal link name.
Join with a personal link name.
Underneath meeting ID number, yes.
What if he started typing in your name? Would it show up?
Maybe, but try Don for Zoom meeting ID number. I've got the number.
Hang on just a minute.
Uh-huh.
Let me put in this meeting ID number.
Yep.
Again.
Maybe it's just needing the name. The initial name of the meeting was the Sons of Dennis MacLennan. And then
the children.
Well,
That's the link name?
Try the link name. Try the children of Dennis MacLennan.
Wait a minute. I'm trying to click on that.
Uh-huh.
But it keeps jumping that, and it goes down to me. I'm just going to hit join and see what happens.
Try that.
See if you pop up.
Your meeting password. Okay, let's see.
And I think the password, it's 4 or 5 or 6 characters or something.
457359.
Uh-huh. And Dad, I was telling Don, I set up all my video stuff to where it'll record. So I'll be recording all the videos for every Zoom chat I do and the audio as well.
Okay.
So
Won't
that way,
take up a lot of space.
Zoom would like to access the camera. That would be okay, won't it?
That's what you want. That's good.
Otherwise,
got my picture on here now. Got my face is on here now.
Okay.
I hit join with video.
Yep, hit join with video. And hopefully it'll join with audio too. Oh, here comes.
Uh-oh.
Watch out.
Zoom would like to access the microphone.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, get a better angle, Dad.
Don, we've got you.
I see Jeff and you.
You see you too? You see all three of us, don't you?
What, Matthew? Do you see me?
Yeah, hardly. I can only see the top half of your face.
But
What about now?
There we go. All right.
Yep. I'm here, Dad.
It says to hear others, please join audio. I'm already hearing y'all.
Then you should be fine because I see where yours, because I can hear you. Your mic's on and everything.
It actually says connecting to audio on Dad's.
I've got a little screen up right in the middle of my iPad.
Mm-hmm. Are you in gallery view?
Huh?
Are you in gallery view? That way you can see, we can see we can see each other on the same screen.
No, right now I'm just seeing you.
Okay, you should see something in the top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Top
Swipe
right says gallery view.
Now I'm just seeing Jeff. Now I'm seeing you.
So, do you see something that says gallery view up there?
I see all it says is record up top.
No, don't worry about that.
Let me ask this, Dad. Do you have 3 dots at the bottom of your screen?
I'm not hearing Jeff at all.
It says connecting to audio for me, for Dad.
Should I hit call using internet audio?
Let's see. I don't know if that'll disable your video. We can try it, and then we can see.
Let me hit call using internet audio.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't see that?
I didn't. Mine at the very.
Okay.
All right.
Now I see you clear.
Now, Matthew.
Good.
I'm getting feedback.
On what I'm saying.
I'm getting feedback too.
Yeah, I'm hearing it too, Dad.
Hey, buddy. It looks like your beard is grown.
I haven't had to trim it at all. I haven't.
Have you got Katya there?
No, I can't see her, Dad.
Oh.
Is
she in?
Is she what?
Is she in lockdown?
We all are. I mean, everybody is.
Well, guys, I came up with a few topics. I've been writing down topics we could discuss today. And the first one, yeah.
What do we get, Matthew? Let's see if it.
Matthew looks like he just got out of the shower.
We're all talking at once. Do what?
I said you look so fresh, like you just got out of the shower.
Well, I did about 7 hours ago, maybe. But
Dad, I did. I just got out of the shower.
I'm sorry, Jim, but that beard doesn't hint of that.
My beard is clean and fresh as a daisy.
One of those nights at Hills on here, we're gonna take care of that beard. Matthew, I see the AU in the background.
Yes, sir. And then I've got my Cleveland Brown stuff right up here.
Is that old quarterback?
Autogram.
Autogram, yeah.
Jim Brown. Jim Black. Jim Brown.
Matthew, I'm getting feedback from you now.
You're only getting feedback from me?
Yeah. I'm getting an echo from you.
Maybe.
Yeah, I didn't get an echo from Bill.
Well, it's because I have this mic.
Where did you get that from? American Pickers?
I already had it. I sometimes do my recording with it. Let me see.
Don't you have just a mic on your device right there? There's probably two microphones picking up. That's probably what's going on.
That may be. Let me see.
Now, if Melanie were to join us, she'd have to go through the same thing I did.
It depends if she's had an account set up already.
I don't think she has, because I talked to her this morning and she said she hadn't used Zoom.
Okay.
Yeah, but Matthew sent her a invitation, so all she had to do was download the app.
The only two that I've gotten back from are you and Don Don.
Oh.
Yeah. I haven't.
Matthew, did you disconnect one of those mics? Did you disconnect the big microphone?
I did. Is it different?
I'm getting, your voice, everything you say is being repeated.
And now Dad's is too.
Yeah.
So
am I like, okay, I'm on my phone. I'm just on my phone. So that may be why mine is just regular.
Do you know what it is, Dad? Is I'm hearing yours on Don Don echo.
You're hearing me echo? I'm echoing to you? Okay.
Yeah.
So everybody's hearing someone else.
I'm not hearing your echo, Jeff.
So Dad's not hearing me echo, but I'm hearing Dad and Matthew both echoing.
It's the common denominator.
Unplug something that you've got plugged in, Matthew, and just, what do you need the earphones for? Have you got just for the headphones? You trying to?
Well, let me try. Let me try taking this out.
Take the earphones out and just see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. So what do you have?
Do you know why it was echoing?
No.
Don and I were still on our phone call.
Oh, y'all didn't hang up your phone conversation. That was the whole problem.
That's what it was. So,
did you hang up, Dad?
I just did.
I guess I'm hung up now because Matthew hung me up.
Okay. I don't hear an echo from anyone. That's good.
That's great.
Okay, so we're good. We got it figured out.
Just don't. Yeah,
It took how long? 10 minutes into the thing to figure it out. Yeah.
My last my last couple of quarters in school,
Mm-hmm.
we had to have these weekly supervision meetings, and we used something on the school website, but it was like this, where we had, everybody called in, and it was funny because you'd see people do funny things in the background.
Like I just yawned.
Yeah, there'd be people feeding animals and babies, and
I've got Tubbs in here somewhere. Tubbs.
yeah,
I think he's napping down there. Yeah, there he is.
yeah.
He's taking a nap.
Mm-hmm.
He's snoozing.
What's his name, Matthew?
Tubbs. Tubbs.
Yeah.
After the great coach
Tuberville.
Tuberville. Yep. And the
Well,
yeah.
so Jeff, you're really not seeing Satya at all?
I can't, we can't, we have to quarantine because we're not in the same household. It'd be like the same with you, you and me. I mean, we're family, but I couldn't really get around you. So,
but if I felt really good about you and you felt really good about me,
it's not recommended because you don't know who's been around who.
So you're not going to see Satya for 14 days?
Until probably all clears up. I mean, it's
for 30 days.
Yeah.
You won't see her for 30 days?
I mean, Dad, I'll see her. She came by a couple of days ago and sat in the car and rolled her window down, and I talked to her outside. We did that.
Really? Y'all are really
well, Dad,
y'all been pretty hard hit, haven't you?
Well, everybody is. Yeah. Everybody's hard hit. It's just a matter of who knows it.
Right.
And Dad, I will say this about her: she's a caregiver. She works with an elderly lady.
Yeah.
That we take that pretty seriously. We don't want her getting anything because it could be fatal for somebody real old. And so,
are you wearing a mask in it?
I did yesterday. I went out yesterday and I had one on, and I wish I'd have thought to wear it before because I have them. I've got a few masks here.
Well, I think I've got some old ones, that your mother had or that we maybe brought home.
I'd wear them. I would wear them. Of course, you're not really supposed to go out unless you.
You have to go to the grocery store, Jeff.
Yeah, if you at some point you may have to get groceries, but a place like that, I would definitely put it on. And if you had surgical gloves, I'd put those on too.
Well, there's pros and cons on those surgical gloves. The thing is, if you get it on the gloves, and then you're going to transfer it from everything to everything that you buy.
There's no point in wearing the gloves if you're going to cross.
Well, it'd be the same thing with hands or gloves, I guess. In that sense.
I think the biggest thing is this is what I try to do. Mm-hmm. I try, like with my mail, if it's junk mail, I just throw it in the trash right off the bat. If it's something I want to keep, I lay it aside for about 3 days, and I just leave it be. Mm-hmm. When I came in with some cleaning the other day, I hung it in the garage, and I'm just leaving it there. I'm not going
to wash your hands as soon as you get it.
Oh, I do. I got the mail this afternoon. I brought my mail in, I disposed of it, and then I went immediately and washed my hands. Then I took a Clorox wipe, went back, and wiped down the doorknobs that I came through.
Yeah, you're doing a little. I haven't done that. Although there are a couple of things. I have a couple of things that I bought. I thought I was sanitizing my hands, and then I also sort of rubbed the bottle.
Yeah, I've done. Well, let me tell you what I did with my Hoosiers a while ago. I walked outside, went in my garage with it, opened it up, threw the cardboard away. Then I took that plastic covering off of it, threw it away. Mm-hmm. Then I got a Clorox wipe and wiped down the actual CDs.
Well, that's good.
Then I washed my hands really good.
Yeah, I'd say that's good.
There's people that I've talked to that they say if they order anything from Amazon, because of the chance of it, I don't know whether it has to do with China or not, they're saying that, that they're having so many cases in Amazon warehouses. And so that if you get something from Amazon, people are burning the boxes they're saying to even if you're out in the country or something, burn the plastic stuff around it or whatever. I mean, I think that's too far, but I've heard of people.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
cardboard, it lasts 24 hours on cardboard.
Yeah.
they say it's hard. It's hard for things that are being shipped because of the temperature changes in the item in the box. I did get something from Amazon about a week and a half ago, and of course I thought about it, and I immediately took the box out, and put it in the recycling is where I put it. But I took it right outside, and just washed my hands real well. But yeah, they say that it's harder for stuff to survive, for on a trip, like if it was shipped from, I think mine came from Kentucky, so I think it's harder, but
the worst thing is frozen.
Yeah.
The worst thing is frozen food. If it's frozen, it lives longer on it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's difficult.
Matt,
It's difficult.
Yeah.
Try to stay absolutely safe.
Yeah. And that I think one of the biggest things that why all the sports are in jeopardy, even the fall sports, are that there's no vaccine. That's the big problem, and they can't be putting 100,000 people in one place. You just can't do that and feel good about it.
There was a guy saying this morning that he had developed a vaccine.
Well, the vaccine they're working on it, but it has to be tested thoroughly. They can't put it out.
I've heard where they're taking blood plasma of survivors and trying to put the blood plasma inside the patients who are currently dealing with it to hope
that's for bad cases.
Right, to serve as like an antibody, I guess.
That's risky too. But that, like, before they put anything on the market, you better believe they're going to be sure it won't kill somebody before they do it.
Oh yeah,
right.
And that's why they let Dr. Fauci and them. They've been pretty clear that if a vaccine is at least a year away, if not more.
Really?
Yeah, at least.
Well,
those things have to be tested.
Expediting a lot of things now, as far as getting things through the FDA in a quicker manner. I don't know if they would try to rush that or not.
I don't know, because you still have to give it time. After someone takes it, you have to give time. I don't
know why they don't just start using more of that hydroxyquinone. I mean, in the Z-Pack, I think it's pretty well proven that it works.
Yeah, I don't know that it is. I don't know that it is. And there's also those medications, as you know, Dad, are used for are people with other conditions, and they
but
they're need those.
They're maintenance drugs, so there's really no harm. I don't think there would be any harm in, especially if somebody is. There was one guy that, he was in really bad shape, and he got on it. In a day's time, he was better.
Have y'all heard these reports of people that are going through it, or about people that how they describe it? It sounds horrible. The people that have the bad cases.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about old people. I'm talking about middle-aged people, or 40-year-olds.
It's weird how it affects some people really bad, and the others, they just, some of them, they don't even know it.
Right.
Yeah.
Jeff, do you remember that I mentioned to you about the guy out at the Headland Country Club?
Yeah, did he test positive?
Well, they tested him 2 days ago, and they hadn't gotten results back yet. And I'll tell you who it is.
It's 3 days to get it back.
Do you remember a guy by the name of Jim Etheridge?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I do remember Jim Etheridge.
Right. Jim, I think, was in Melanie's class.
He was either Melanie's or between us one year.
Melanie knows him. She knows
him.
Yeah. Well, the guy's name out at the country club was Tim Etheridge. So Melanie and I were talking this morning, and I was telling her about him being tested, because that was one of the reasons I said, Melanie, I don't want you and the girls to come down, because I had been in the room with him. That was 3 weeks ago.
Mm-hmm.
But I didn't get within 6 feet of him, but I just went in to go to the restroom. Of course, he could have been in the restroom. Anyway, he's been sick ever since. So
Okay.
they tested him 2 days ago. And as I understand, you got to be really sick for them to even test you. Because I had another friend by the name of Lynn Bell. Matthew, you may remember Lynn Bell from Lions Club.
Yes, sir.
He called me this afternoon just to check on me. And he was telling me that his wife got sick. They went to the emergency room and she wanted them to test her. They would not test her. They said, you're not sick enough. You know, they would not test her.
They want you, I think, I don't know if there's like 5 or 6 symptoms or whatever, but, you know, they usually said the 2 beginning symptoms are if you're running a fever and if you have a dry cough. And of course, if I've heard that they said at Huntsville Hospital or they're testing people at Joe Davis Stadium at the old Stars ballpark. They have drive-up clinics. But anyway, if you don't have 4 out of the 5 symptoms, they're turning you away pretty much.
Yeah.
Listen,
But let me finish that story.
Yeah.
So anyway, I was telling Melanie, and I said, Melanie, I said, I know that you know Jim Etheridge. I said, did he have a brother by the name of Tim? And she said, Dad, I think he did. And I said, well, they look nothing alike. I said, Tim is really big and Jim is really short and small. And so anyway, I called Jim. I said, Jim, is your brother named Tim? And he says, yes. And I said, well, he's been real sick. And he says, yes, he's been tested. He was tested 2 days ago, but they hadn't heard anything yet. So it turned out it was Jim. I'm not kidding you. Jim is about 5'8", you know, weighs maybe 150. Tim is like 6'2" and probably weighs 265. You know?
Yeah.
Nothing alike.
Well, you know, I told you all about my friend that out of the blue that probably 2 weeks ago, she told me she had tested positive.
Was this the CASA staffer that they released?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And
so you've actually been around somebody that's had it?
well, and I thought, well, I'm okay because the last time I saw her was at a Christmas party.
Yeah.
And then I thought about it, and I thought about it, and I said, no, that was a Mardi Gras party, and it was February the 25th was when I was around.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
I was sitting next to her. I hugged her when I walked in the room and was talking to her. So that she might not have contracted it yet. She said she was sick about March 7th through the 10th.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been close to the time when she would have gotten it, but I don't know that maybe she didn't have it yet.
Well, and I asked because I talked to Daddy Bob about the whole thing with the CASA staffer, and he said, you know, he hadn't been to where he crossed paths with that person or
he was in the room. That was another funny thing.
Yeah.
But he was in the room too.
Yeah.
But yesterday I was in line, I was in line. I had a mask on at a store. And of course this guy.
Were you the only one?
Who, me? What?
With the mask?
I saw a couple people with a
gas mask.
Yeah. But this guy was like, he was younger than me. He was in his 20s. I mean, he was probably like Matthew's age or a little older. And he started just joking around, being goofy, trying to talk to me. He said, man, he said, first of all, he said, that beard, he said, let the coronavirus get anything it wants, but not that beard. Don't let it touch that beard, or something like. He was joking with me. And then he said, listen, I've been tested 3 times. He said, I've been tested 3 times already because I said, I didn't know if it was allergies or whatnot. And he was just like being goofy about it. And I was like,
how would you say that in public? Like, you talk about
first of all, I thought, dude, you need to get away from, like, step back from me. He was too close to me. I didn't like it. It was just awkward, but we were in a line, so there was nowhere to really, you know.
Did you tell him that?
No, but I tried to, like, turn away from him. I didn't want to, like, have a conversation.
This morning I was headed up to my pond and I saw my Aunt Clothine outside in the yard, so I stopped. Well, she came walking right up to my window there, you know, and I mean, she was going to put her hands up there on my window. You know, I said, whoa, we need to stay 6 feet. And she laughed and backed up, you know. So
That's right. Yeah.
We sat there and talked, and anyway, I don't know. Yeah. Some people don't even think about it.
No, you know, when I'm out like walking or running or something, you know, I notice people are real good about this. If you're on their side of the road, one of you will cross the street. That's what I do. I'll just cross the street and go the other side.
Yeah.
And people are good about it.
I'm probably going to continue to play golf, but we are taking precautions, like riding a single and they've taken up all the rakes. There are no sand trap rakes, and you try
So
not to
each
touch
person-
the pin.
Each of y'all has your own cart, Dad?
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
But that's an outside activity, and as long as you maintain your distance,
Right.
Yeah.
that's you can still do outside activities.
Mm-hmm.
What about the restaurants, Dad? What about like Willie D's? Did they close down or like?
Yeah, it's closed. Now, I did pick up a lunch today at El Dorado. I feel good about El Dorado, but there again, I was very, very careful about washing hands
Mm-hmm.
after touching stuff. I tried to be real careful with it.
Mm-hmm.
Is Willie D's open for carry out, or are they just completely closed?
No.
They're closed.
I think all other restaurants are.
Wow.
Okay. I had Matthew last night. I did a DoorDash. I had a coupon for something like that,
Yeah.
like a DoorDash delivery, and the guy rang the doorbell. And he saw me come to the door and he was waiting on me. I said, "Just leave it there." I said, "Just leave it on the porch."
It's funny you say that because I did pizza, and what they did is like when you're ordering it, they have a notification saying, "Please tip our drivers now," and then it has a little message that you have to check, and by default it checks it, and it says, no contact delivery or whatnot. The guy came up with gloves on. He had a mask over his face, and he put the pizza like at this, the bottom of my door, just at the base of it. And
I'm glad he had. Yeah, my guy yesterday didn't have a mask or gloves on. I didn't really care for that.
yeah.
Was that a pizza man?
No, it was just like one of those services that they'll pick up food from wherever you order it and bring it to you.
Oh, really?
It was one of those type deals.
Those are really big right now. DoorDash and
DoorDash is what it's called.
But today was only the second meal that I've had outside my home.
Mm-hmm.
I will go. I'll go to a drive-through a couple times a week, partly just to get out of the house and drive around a little bit. But
Yeah. Well,
I noticed one of the last one
I would go to Chick-fil-A, but that'd probably be about it.
the last one I went to, the cashier was not wearing gloves. I didn't like that at all. It's like, why aren't these? Of course, he said maybe the gloves don't matter. Maybe that's true. The glove, because if you're touching things with your gloves, it doesn't matter either way.
3 weeks. Well, it was maybe 2.5 weeks ago. I went to Taco Bell, and the girl had gloves on.
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, how's your day been?" She said, "Well, it hasn't been too busy or whatever." She said, "But it's kind of fun because I get to wear these gloves, and these are the same gloves that they gave me earlier today, and I've been touching everybody's cards and preparing food for them." I was like, I can't believe she told me that.
Well, yeah, because they can't change them all the time.
No.
But if you don't change them all the time, then they're just going to get the same germs.
I was going to tell you, Matthew, that
yes, sir.
we had a call board meeting today
to
discuss the SBA packages for our loan customers.
Yes, sir.
And we have been inundated with people wanting to apply.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, if it's when you hear this, there's one of our customers that was applying for almost $1 million. Now, we're just a little small bank. You can just imagine, multiply that of the number of banks in the United States.
Right.
It looks like it'll break the government. But these loans are guaranteed 100%.
Yes.
By the federal government.
Right. And by the Small Business Administration. And we've seen very high volumes in everything. So the way that they've had us work, like I worked last Thursday, Friday, I was off Saturday and Sunday, and then worked Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Last Friday was absolutely insane. And I think it was just more or less that people were mad because the drive-thrus were taking a long time. People were waiting 2 hours when they got to the drive-thru line before they got cash.
2 hours?
Yes, sir. Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yeah, and that was just at one of our locations. That was just at one location. So I think the thing is that with how many
It
members,
sounds like a Chick-fil-A drive-through.
well, we've got 500,000 members. Now, not all of them are going to go to the bank on the same.
How many drive-through lanes do you have at your branch?
At my branch, do we have 6 or 7? I think we have 7.
7 drive-through lanes.
Not only that, but further down the parkway, right past the Regions, we have what they call a motor
Not
bank.
even a mile.
Not
Yeah,
even
not even a
right.
mile down there.
It's right before Sparkman. So we have what they call a motor bank, and what that is it's like drive-through only. It's like ATM only. So the ATM, they have 4 additional lanes there. So we have anywhere from 10 to 11 drive-through lanes. And then not only that, but 5 minutes away from there where Dad lives, there's another ATM section that has 2 ATM lanes.
Wow.
But it's just that the numbers are so ridiculous that I think more people are getting cash. Why people are getting cash, I don't know. In an industry right now where it seems like
because they can't find toilet paper, so they're using.
What beats me is it's like if everything's closed, what good is cash going to do you? Maybe that's the point.
Have y'all been able to buy toilet paper?
Yes, I've
Paper
got
towels,
yes.
hand sanitizer.
Yeah,
No, I can't
Really?
find it.
You bought some hand sanitizer?
I've had some previous, but Dad, I'd
I
recommend.
know it, but have you bought any
Have I bought any since this started? No,
in
sir.
the last 3 weeks?
No, sir.
No.
I haven't been able to. Now I haven't needed.
Jeff, I told you about the Gibson's Distillery making some.
Yeah.
Well, I went by the bank and got me some of it.
Did
It's
they?
about like it's like water. I mean,
Was
it's
they
real
bought-
thin.
Oh,
Huh?
they were. So they were bottling. They were having their own bottles of it.
They were making it, and
Wow.
we got some in a 5-gallon bucket at the bank. And
Oh,
so
okay. So it was.
I
It
went by
was.
and got me some.
But it was thin.
It was
too
real thin.
Yeah.
It had alcohol, aloe, and some peroxide in it.
Okay.
Are they doing that just to supply the bank?
No, it was anybody that wanted some. I
They're
heard
doing it to help out.
that when word got out, there were people lined up. You get some.
Matthew says this has a time limit on this meeting. I just
Don't
got that
worry.
notification.
Don't worry. It says running out of time. We've removed the 40-minute time limit on your group meeting.
Is it about to shut off?
No,
Okay.
it says we've removed the time limit. So
Okay. Did you? So you got that notification too? Okay.
I did. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I didn't get that.
Interesting thing, Matthew, across the street, the Dollar General, right there.
Yeah.
A
It's
couple of
always
days
fun to
ago,
see stuff going on over there.
a couple of days ago, you could tell like middle of the day they were closing, like they were closing the store, and you could see like people walked up to the door, pulled on it, it was locked. Well, everybody left, and then about 10 minutes later, this entire crew of Stanley Steamer personnel showed up.
Oh my gosh! You know what
They
that
were there.
means?
Was it
Someone-
Serve Pro?
Stanley Steamer.
Okay.
They were cleaning the whole place, and then later I heard that an employee over there had tested positive.
That is wild.
So
Do you know-
They were there. They were there till probably midnight. I heard them like packing up late, like maybe close to midnight to leave. The Stanley Steamer people, and then the next day they were back open. Now I haven't been back over there since then. But so but it would be seem hard to me that they could clean. How could they clean every surface? It's a floor cleaning place, or the items in the store. They can't clean that stuff.
Yeah.
Can you spray Lysol in the air and it just kind of like land on things and clean them?
We had this company that offered to do. It was Serve Pro to do our 3 branches for $10,000 for a total of $10,000.
Wow.
But Dwight called me about it. I said, well, the thing about it, if they were to clean it today and you had somebody else come in tomorrow,
Exactly.
I mean, what good are you?
Right.
Yeah, they're trying to work. They're trying to get business.
If we for sure had somebody that had it and came in the bank, then I would be interested. But
Right.
Y'all, are there cases in Henry County yet?
No.
Now, from what
Still
I've
not?
seen, none.
One of 3 counties.
3 are they all down there? Dale and
Dale.
Coffee.
Dale,
I think
Coffee.
Covington and maybe Barber.
Barber didn't have any.
You know, I saw where even Pike. I think Pike had 8.
Tuscaloosa had 11 confirmed.
That's right. 17 claimed. They tried to claim 17. I saw that one too, Matthew. Listen,
Where did you get that, Jeff?
I saw it on the rant, Matthew, like what this message board. And then and then an Alabama fan came back and said yes, and Auburn fans were at Toomer's Corner rolling, celebrating. And then someone else came back and said that's a false statement because Bama fans bought all the toilet paper. So, but listen,
because they're full of it.
You know that there are cases in Henry County and every other county.
They're definitely.
They haven't been.
I don't know where that Tim Etheridge lives. I don't know if he lives in Henry County or not.
Because there's no border, Simon. Because there are no borders anywhere. There's people that have come in and out of that county with the virus.
Oh yeah.
People from Hotlanta driving down to Henry County just to spread the virus.
Really, it's very, very difficult to stay away from it, isn't it?
Did y'all see that report about Albany, Georgia, and the county where Miles lives?
Yeah, they said that spread from a funeral or a wedding, one of the two.
Yes, that's considered, Matthew, now a hot spot for this area of the country. That Albany, Georgia. Yeah,
that's where Miles lives. He lives in Leesburg, which is right there.
Louisiana is really bad, from what I've heard.
By the way, we put y'all's first quarter dispersal checks in the mail today.
Good. Business as usual.
Thank you, Don Don.
Business as usual. We'll take it.
Well, you may need it.
We are going. Listen, we are going to need it. I'm in a situation where I'm trying to work with my doctor's offices to get some sort of services provided for the patients there.
Are y'all doing telehealth, Dad?
No, I haven't been able to get anything set up with them yet. I've offered several things, and
yeah,
they're busy.
Jeff, you might have a reason to file for wages.
Yeah, I don't know how. I don't know how I would do it.
But you would be considered self-employed.
Yeah. Yeah. So I don't know, but if you look at even the order, I read Governor Ivey's order a while ago. And yeah. But like mental health services are allowable.
Yeah.
But if the doctors don't want to do them, then you can't really. If they don't want to do them, then you don't do them. That's just how it is. So, yeah. Dad, what's going on? You
got. Jeff, did you send me something?
When?
Expectation and reality.
Oh yeah, it's just a little.
Oh, expectation versus reality.
On video calling, Dad. It's like having a video chat like we're doing. It's kind of funny.
Oh.
Dad, you got your address on the back of that phone, I see. That's good.
I do. Is that a bad idea?
No, I just thought it was interesting. I just noticed it.
102 Cynthia.
Right. Yeah. I thought if I lost my phone, somebody, maybe if they were honest, they'd try to get it back to me.
Somebody,
especially if they knew I was old and needy.
If I dropped my phone, my driver's license would be in the back chamber, so they'd know where I was.
And your credit card.
And a credit card. That's right.
Yeah, that's the reason I don't stick mine back there.
I haven't gotten on to that yet.
They tried to give me one at the bank, and I said, I don't want one.
I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, me.
Yeah.
I think this works really good, Matthew.
I think so too.
I appreciate you doing that, buddy.
Yeah.
No problem.
Hey, Dad,
I knew that I could depend on you.
Mm-hmm.
Dad, listen. This is just like down the road, but it's just kind of interesting to think about. Like, for example, we've got an EMC meeting in May. How can I do that, Matthew?
Go to the bottom left next to the. Well, listen, y'all.
Can you
Listen,
put me at Jordan here?
listen. Hold on. If they won't let me go to the beach, well, darn it, I'll bring the beach to my
How
house.
do I get that? How do I do that too, Matthew?
Okay, so the bottom left, you should see. Dad's Michaelis. Dad's
All I
Michaelis.
see is your name.
Okay,
Hold on.
so you should see in the bottom left, you should see a microphone and then an arrow.
I don't see anything like that.
And then a video that says stop.
Can you hear me now? Am I unmuted?
You're good. And then
No, Matthew. Listen, I'm on an app. I'm on an Android app, so I don't have the same location of features apparently. So I don't have all that.
do you have something?
Yep, Matthew, I don't see it either.
Do y'all have something that says it's like a video camera and it says stop video? Do y'all have something like that? Don't hit stop
No.
video. Okay.
No. Up top, I see something that says REC for record.
Yeah, don't worry about that.
I'm not.
All I have is safe driving mode.
Oh, I lost you, Matthew.
Hold on. Let me
No.
do
Got you back.
Change virtual background in Zoom.
I may have to go on my computer and do that. I have it on there
If
too.
you put Jeff at Yankee Stadium.
Well, no, you should be able to do it on your phone.
It'd be safe. There'd be the only one there. That's the only way I can go.
Hold on. Now I'm really safe.
Now you're in space.
I don't see any options of that nature at all, Matthew. On
I don't either.
mine, trying to.
How are you getting that, Matthew?
Okay, Zoomers, give me 1 minute.
I know. Don't make fun of us.
No, I said Zoomers. Okay, let's see.
You got.
Once in the meeting, look to the bottom left corner and see an option to stop video. Don't click stop video.
Oh, wait a minute.
To
I
the
see a little
right.
video camera now.
Yep, hold on. And to the right of that, there should be an upward arrow, like a carrot.
No, I'm not seeing that.
You don't see that.
All I see is a video camera.
Mine just says recording. I don't. Oh, he's talking about up at the top, Matthew.
I'm talking about at the bottom now. I see the video camera.
Donna probably sees what I see. There's nothing next to the video camera.
No,
What's to the left of the video camera?
nothing. All the way on the other side, it has your name.
Oh.
I switched my camera around. That's the only thing I could figure a way to do.
Let me see. I think Oh, Zoom's got their own support thing showing it.
Okay. Well, I'll check into that later. Dad, do you think we'll do the EMC meeting or do a virtual call? That may be the best thing to do.
I'd say we do a call, Jeff.
Yeah. And I can, Don, I can get everybody set up and create the meeting and everything if you'd like.
You mean
I don't see my picture now. Are y'all seeing me?
I see you.
Yeah,
I see you.
But I don't have the little picture. Let's see. Let me click on this. Now I'm back.
Well, yeah, but I mean, we could. Yeah, that might be the Aurora Borealis. Okay.
What? You're in the weeds now.
Yes, we're all in the weeds.
You see the dew on these grass leaves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's actually coronavirus.
Yeah,
Here we go. That's nice.
that's the old double G right there, Matthew.
Sunset, the old double G.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But
But that could be,
so we could.
I can set
We
that
could
up.
do a video. We could do a video call like that. Then, you know, Dad, it honestly might be easier than trying to get everybody on a conference call, like we've done in the past.
You mean on Zoom?
Yes, sir. Because that way,
might be.
not only we can hear each other, like everyone can hear each other, but can see each other speak.
Plus,
and
we can see. Plus, we get to see Beverly. You know, we don't ever get to see her anyway.
Right.
And as y'all have noticed with how this works is each time someone's talking, I think it should be doing this on each of your devices. It has a green box around their name. So like it has one around mine.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. I see that.
But Dad now has it around his.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might make it easier to talk back and forth without interrupting each other. That might be easier if you had the video. I don't
If
know.
we could get everybody set up on it.
You'd have, yeah. Some people probably have trouble get with it, but
I
me.
can help with that.
well, you've already got it, Dad.
Yeah.
You've already got it. So.
I know it, but I say like me. Somebody like Beverly. Or,
Yeah.
Of course, Amy could help her.
Amy could get her on it.
They could get together, I guess, unless they were afraid.
Well, they've
6 feet.
right.
They'd have
They
to
don't want to
spread
be
apart.
they don't want one sitting
Amy
here
could
and
stand
the other
6
one
feet
sitting here.
behind Beverly.
Yeah.
She could get behind her like Otto Graham is you.
Or Otto.
Put her up, have Beverly stand on a ladder in the back behind Amy.
No, or
Maybe
even better, 6 feet around, so it could be above. We could tape someone to the ceiling.
That's right. You just tape them up
I've
there.
got a better idea, Matthew. Let
Yes.
Beverly lie down on this table. And then Amy stand behind her.
That's
That way
right.
we can see both of them.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Oh man. Have y'all seen? I've watched I've turned over and seen a couple of like Sports Center episodes or whatever. You notice they're like really spread apart. They're like it's very odd looking. They're very much apart from each other.
yeah.
Mm-mm.
They had a I saw where the emergency room doctor died from it.
Yeah, they're
That's
in
scary.
Italy they've had
They would know they would be doing everything possible to keep him alive, you know.
Yeah.
in Italy they had over 50 something doctors had died.
Mm.
I tell you, these nurses and doctors, I mean, you know, we don't even want to go into a hospital, and they going in there, getting right in those patients' faces and everything.
And we're having to recycle masks. They don't even have new masks. They have to wear the old ones.
There was
Robert Kraft, he went out and got 1.2 million, I think.
Of the M90 or those M95 ones.
Yeah, they flew the Patriot plane over to China, got them.
There was a lady that was on Facebook earlier today, and she was a nurse, and she was like in tears. She was just like crying a whole bunch. She was talking about it. She said it's tough. She said because not only are the patients dying and there's no one to be there, she's like, I'm the only one that's there with them when they die. She's like, but it's back to back to back. She said, and she sees 20-year-olds dying and, you know, people of all ages and everything. You know, and that's the thing about a virus, you know, like this is that, you know, it's not like a person like with a motive or anything. It like doesn't care, and it does, you know, doesn't have a, you know, a capacity to care. It just, you know, it's taking everything out that it can.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's
Well, and they say there's a second wave has come through China. Have y'all heard that?
no.
Well, they're still selling bats on the wet market, so
That's right. I have seen where there are markets back in China. They're open back up selling bats and pangolins and, you know,
penguins.
pangolin.
It's
You know
like an anteater, isn't it?
It's like a scaly anteater. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The horseshoe bats, that's the ones I
That's kind
like.
of where they now think that the missing link to transfer that virus was a pangolin. That's kind of
Right.
what
Right.
Well, everyone probably just said bat because that's more common than a pangolin.
Matt, seriously, there was a picture of these Chinese women at a market, and they were wearing masks
Yeah.
and selling bats and pangolins and other exotic sort of bizarre animals like that at a market.
Yeah.
Well, now, did they eat the pangolins, Jeff?
I suppose some people eat most anything.
I know they were eating the bats. They like those horseshoe bats.
What about
I think so, Dad. Yeah.
then how on earth has Ozzy Osbourne lived this long?
He must have had a good bat. He must not have had
He probably had one not from China.
I'm missing out on something, Matthew.
What is
I'm
that?
not following you. I'm not following you.
Ozzy Osbourne was a rock star who was famous one time.
I know who Ozzy Osbourne is.
Well, he was famous one time for biting a bat on stage or something.
Okay, I never heard that.
During one show,
Did he have a stroke?
he had some health problems recently.
No, he's had some health problems.
Yeah, but he either caught a bat or people think it was stage, and he didn't really eat it, but he bit the head off of it and spit it out into the crowd. People say it was a fake bat, but people who are fans of him say that it was real.
Well, I have a little bat story. I started to work one day, and I went out the kitchen door. This was when at the other house, Jeff.
Yep.
I went out the kitchen door, and there in the garage there was a bat on the wall to the right, just attached to the wall. He was a little higher than I am tall. I went and got my BB gun and shot him, killed the bat. About 2 years. Listen to this. About 2 years later, I started out the door again, and guess what? There was another bat attached in the identical place. He was in the identical place the other bat had been.
Yeah. Now, Dad, I remember that.
What does that tell you?
Well, I don't know, but I do remember it. At least one of the episodes, anyway. I do remember there being a bat in that garage.
Yeah.
One of the bat sagas.
That was before we closed it in. See.
Right.
So you would have probably still been at home.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's my bat story for the night.
I was at home before and after the enclosure.
The enclosure.
I remember it, the garage status and the
You remember the pool table?
Of course.
I'm getting
ping pong
a text message.
and the ping pong table.
Yeah.
Who texted you, Don?
Joe Bryan, he wants to know if I want to play golf in the morning.
And if he can share a ride in your car, tell him no, Dad. Don't let him.
Share you and Joe can.
Jeff, how long have you had that cough, Jeff?
For breakfast.
I cough.
Jeff, how long have you had that cough?
I don't know. I cough off and on sometimes. I was outside. Listen, I was outside today mowing the lawn, and my allergies are kind of flared up a little bit.
Yeah. You don't have a fever, do you?
No. And I didn't think I needed to take any more medicine, but I think it wore off. I take allergy medicine sometimes, but it must have worn off on me. But
well, I don't know. I think a lot of these people that are passing away, not all of them, are compromised.
they are. There's no doubt. A lot of them are anyway. Not all of them, but a lot of them are. You wonder, though, about that mortality rate in Italy. To me, that's alarming because it's so much higher than anywhere else.
Have you heard from Elena lately?
Yeah, I check in with her every couple of days. She said they were good.
Is she holed up?
Yeah, she is. They're I think they're starting to sort of come down a little bit. They're still having deaths, I mean, they've had. But I mean,
it looks like the United States may be as hard hit as anybody.
Yeah, I mean, they say before this is over, we're going to have nearly 100,000 deaths at least.
More, yeah.
We're only at about 6,000 right now. So that means it's going to get pretty tough in that way. But
well, and it's interesting because staff at Crestwood have said that they've started seeing a leveling out of coronavirus cases. Maybe that's just because that's all that they've been able to confirm.
What about your mother, Matthew?
She's
still going in. Is she at a doctor's office?
She does sleep medicine. So I mean, it's
sleep
not
apnea.
Right. So it's not in the direct direct contact of usually anything coronavirus, but still before they does.
Wake up, Tubbs.
All right, buddy. All right.
I don't know, something about Tubbs and your dad that remind me of each other, Matthew.
Shaggy. I may just have to shave it myself. Although it would not end up good because I'm not trained in that field.
Meow, 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 meow.
Honey, what's that?
We're messing with you. Maybe.
But
Is that one of them dogs? If you hit them behind the back of the head, the eyes pop out.
no, not a pug. But yeah, no.
That's a cross. That's a cross between a bulldog and a Shih Tzu, isn't it, Matthew?
Watch out. But she works in sleep.
That's an old joke. That's an old joke, Dad. Sorry, throw that in.
Cross between a bulldog and a Shih Tzu.
Yeah.
Oh goodness. But so they've had the office closed. So for I think the past 2 weeks, about the same as me, they have not seen anybody in the office. They're doing what's called televisit, which is what a lot of doctors' offices or other medical,
Teledoc. Mm-hmm.
Which is like they're.
Well, I tell you, I'm worried about our Hilton Head trip too. But
yeah.
But would y'all be willing to go over there, and just stay in the, inside there? Of course, we would have a total of 10 people, wouldn't we?
Well, Dad, I think the thing about Hilton Head is we're going to have to feel good about the state of this thing, and by then we might. I'm not saying we won't. We might feel good about it.
Mm-hmm.
But staying with, these are all people that everybody there is in a different household.
Right.
So there's three groups of people in different households.
Right now has more cases than any county in the state.
So it's not like you're really being safe to be in the, just because we're family doesn't really matter.
Well,
it's like it's like Sarah Catherine, for example. I don't want her to, just like you told Melanie, don't come see me right now. It's not the time for But if we, we obviously we don't know, but
well,
more.
but we are seeing other people. We are around other people. We're around people at the grocery store.
Right.
Yeah.
If you pick up, like today, I was around somebody because I went inside and picked up my meal. Well, I didn't.
Right.
Well, I went inside and paid for it.
Yeah.
But you're talking about preparing meals that are common meals, like I'm saying we would be preparing meal. There's just I don't know. I'm just thinking about it. I don't really know.
There's probably
I guess what you would have to do is feel real good about everybody, and you would have to have a really good understanding about the proximity. And if everybody went over there feeling really sure that they didn't have it, I guess you're not gonna know 100%.
What you'd have to do? You'd pretty much have to quarantine for 14 days before you went to make sure, because symptoms are about 14 days.
Yeah.
You'd have to do it because the link is only as strong as the people you're around. So if you go to the grocery store and someone coughs on you, that's not your fault, but it still happened.
Yeah. And then what I think about too is on the way over there, like we stop for gas. Let's say the person before us who touched the nozzle at the gas station, it's just there's so much that goes into play.
Things like anything that you touch, anytime you touch something else, you need to sanitize.
But my point is this: you're going to be doing that wherever you are.
Exactly. Yeah.
You're going to be exposed whether you stay in Huntsville or Headland or Birmingham or Hilton Head.
Wherever.
But if you're in Hilton Head, you're not quarantining. You're with other people.
I agree with that.
That's the difference. That's the big difference.
And I'm sure y'all saw where Virginia, and Virginia's just 2 states away. Virginia passed a mandatory stay-at-home order for 70 days about a week ago. That's through the.
Let's see how many we're let's see, we got April, May, and June.
Yeah.
We're less than 3 months now, aren't we?
Yeah.
From going.
And yeah. I mean, but you think about it, Dad, we have April to get through, and we can even get through. I don't know what you said the deadline was for getting your deposit back or whatever.
I think 30 days before.
So by the middle of May, that would be the middle of May, we'd have to have a pretty good feeling about
what we want
where
to
this is going and what. Yeah.
Well, Melanie and her family might say, well, we're going to be together regardless, so we'd like to go on over there.
Right. I don't know. I'm somewhat optimistic that we can do it.
Yeah, me too.
But I do think we just have to keep watching it.
It depends on the whole situation.
Yeah. Because they're going to say by then probably the guidelines will be relaxed, but they're still going to be saying you need to be careful. That's still going to be around.
Well, I think that may be the norm for the rest of your life.
Yeah. Well, and it's kind of like with where China is now, where people in warehouses and in factories, even though it's pretty much stagnant, people in factories are sitting on stools that are 6 feet apart from each other, and people are still practicing social distancing. It's just that, I think we're entering into an.
Well, Matthew, when you go into the bank and work,
yeah, are
the people coming into your office?
Absolutely. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So every person that I see during the day, could or could not have something. In a lot of cases, they're asking me if I had something. When I usually tell them is the only people that I interact with every day are the people that walk into my office.
Have you worn a mask any?
No, sir. Mm-mm. I have sanitized my office in between every customer that I have, and I thoroughly sanitize it. I spray Lysol.
Would you be willing to wear a mask in your office? Would you be willing to do that?
I would, but the CDC doesn't recommend doing that unless you're sick or showing any symptoms that could relate to a cold or a flu.
Well, they're saying in New York now. In New York, they want you to wear a mask.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a voluntary
cover your
thing.
face with something.
And that's the thing, is it's changing every day. So I'm sure if it continues changing, we're going to have
to go in next
place. I don't go in until next Thursday.
So a week from yesterday. Okay. So by then, who knows? But
exactly. This
changes rapidly, but
stuff is changing every day on it. And with the people that we're seeing, in a lot of cases, we're seeing much less people than we usually see, but we're staying much more busy than we usually stay. And that's just because we're constantly answering the phones. We have one loan officer, Don, that's dedicated, and this is at every branch. We have one loan officer at every branch that's dedicated to answering the phone queue only. And at one point on Wednesday was the first of the month, there were 400 customers waiting in our call queue at one point in time. So it's just everywhere is just. Everywhere is just.
Can you see me, Matthew?
Aquafine.
I believe I'll have a little sip.
But it's just, everything's just been more busy. Like we haven't been more busy in the people that we've seen personally. I'm probably seeing 15 less people a day, but we're constantly answering the phones, setting up appointments for people. Yeah.
Well, Matthew, the next time we do this,
yes,
I'd like to include Melanie.
Yes, sir.
And how will we? What will I need to do the next time? I might just sign in to. I just click on my app.
Yes, sir.
Will I
And
have to use that password again, an ID number
it'll
again?
be a different password and a different ID number. So for
Okay.
Why didn't I have to enter anything like that, Matthew? It just rang to me.
yeah, probably because I think in your case, Dad, your name was already saved to my queue. And
Yes.
Don Don's was pending.
Okay.
It wasn't Don Don's name wasn't saved. So I think Don
So
Don.
if Daz is in there, the next time he should just get a phone call basically on there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dad, see you later, Dad. Next time he might get a phone call or an alert, right?
The old iPad. Oh, that's a nice picture.
Yeah.
Is that showing up good?
Do what?
Does that show up pretty good?
Yeah,
It does. It's a nice picture.
and I'm even in the photo, like a reflection of me on your phone. iPad is in there, Dad. Looks like it behind you over your shoulder.
This was made at Hilton Head.
Uh-huh.
Now, would that have been when y'all went on your 25th wedding anniversary?
No,
Was this?
it was made at Hilton Head when we were over there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think
You probably
Matthew's on there now. Matthew's
A Bambino.
face was on there. Like an apparition, Matthew.
Donna, do you still have those sunglasses?
I don't think so, buddy.
Yeah, I just about to ask.
Well, I think I'm about ready to sign off.
All right.
Get ready for bed.
Yeah. Well, good job, Matthew.
Who won the game between the Braves and the Pirates, Jeff?
I think it was the same outcome, but I'm not sure. They may be trying to spice it up a little bit with different outcomes.
Yeah.
Did you watch it? I didn't see any of it.
I just saw it was on. I didn't see the whole thing. I was doing something else. I have watched a couple. They're going through those greatest games of all time on there. That was number 4. That was the number.
I was really disappointed. I was really disappointed they didn't show Liza Minnelli singing "New York, New York."
Yeah,
I wanted y'all to see that.
You know, I figured they wouldn't show it. So what I did while it was getting ready to build up to that, I just pulled it up and watched it, and it was pretty good. It got the fans into a good energy.
He had those long legs. Reminded me of that Family Guy clip.
Peter Griffin with he goes legs that go all the way up. Here, I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up real quick.
Oh,
Never ending, I say.
That's right.
Here we go.
Matthew, do you remember the interview with Gus Malzahn right after the Alabama game?
Yes, sir.
I thought that sounded just like something Matthew could imitate.
Listen, Dad. He's going to play this.
Listen to this.
I'm not seeing it.
Those legs go all the way up. Why, yeah, they do.
You got 6 feet of crack, man.
He goes, hey, lady, do those legs go all the way up? Why, yes, they do. You know what? He sounded like Julia Childs when he said that.
That's right. Matthew, good to see you got your Auburn basketball goal up back there. Do you make any baskets with it? I see that.
I sure do.
Throw it over there.
Oh, that's close.
Have you been practicing free throws, Matthew?
Not while not looking at it. No.
That rim is not very forgiving, I'll say. I have one too.
Well, you can't really dunk on it. That's the one thing.
Yeah, you couldn't dunk on it. Yeah.
I've got this. You remember when we got this made, Dad?
I do, buddy. Yeah, that was right before you went to Auburn. That was in 2014.
2014.
I've got the same one up on the wall. Sure do. Well, I saw Sarah. Mississippi State has also canceled their summer classes. That's another thing that y'all think about. If they don't have, if they can't have students and athletes on campus during summer, how are they going to prepare for a football season? They can't even come on campus.
I'm going to go ahead and say this right now, and I, as much as I hate it, there's not going to be a football season. There's not going to, and it's just because they can't prepare for it in time.
They can't prepare for it.
Whether it's gone or not is out of the question. I mean, this was a month ago.
Because you have to have the summer. You have to have the summer to get ready, and if you don't have that, then you can't play.
A month ago, Nick Saban canceled all spring activities. I mean, here's the thing: football may not be canceled, but I think it'll probably be delayed. Like way back when they first started playing football, they would start the season in like October or early November, and they would play it through March. I mean, we could probably see something like that.
I think we're looking at an entire year without sports. That's what I think we're looking at.
Oh, don't say that.
I don't think you'll see anything the rest of the year.
Boxing, but with instead of boxing gloves, you had 10-foot poles.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ifs out there. Just think about, I'm going to use Derek Brown, but let's just say Derek Brown goes 5th in the draft, and he's trying to negotiate a contract. I mean,
Miami Dolphins, Dad.
If they feel like they're not going to be playing, what kind of contract is he going to get?
Well, I don't know. They said the NFL is planning to have its draft. Now they may revisit that. They may.
No, they can have the draft.
They announced today that they're going to do at least a video draft if they're not able to do the on-site draft.
I still think they'll have to.
How would they negotiate a contract with a big chance of not playing the NFL season?
I don't know, but I mean, I think they would have to pay them.
They may
even somebody that they hadn't signed yet.
Well, I'll tell you this: they may do what the NBA is doing to make up lost revenue. The NBA is having NBA players play out the rest of the season schedule on NBA 2K, the video game.
Oh man!
No, they seriously are. They seriously are. And the NBA is streaming it. The NBA is getting profits for it. They're paying players out of that. Yeah.
Oh, but I mean, yeah.
It's at least a way to get views. To get money from people watching.
So Matthew, are you going to sign us out?
I can. We may be able to sign ourselves out individually. I think
you probably can just turn off the app or close your iPad and it would shut off. I would imagine.
It says.
Well, I hope you guys can stay safe.
All right, you too, Dad, and we'll talk soon. I hope.
Yeah.
Good to see y'all. We hadn't seen each other in a while, so it was good.
I know it.
Matthew, to do this.
Oh yeah.
Thanks, buddy.
I'm supposed to be getting back some money from my council baseball tickets.
Yes, sir.
Not all of it?
Well, no, not all of it, because we played a few games.
Are you talking about Auburn? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you should. Yeah.
And the players, they still get to you keep a year of eligibility, I guess, right? Even though they played so many games.
If they want to. Yeah.
The spring sports, yes. Baseball and softball.
Would they not take the option if they're just a really good player that's wanting to get drafted? Is that the only reason?
If they wanted to get drafted to be eligible for the draft, yes, they could probably do that.
I saw where that on auburntigers.com that Connor Davis, he's really trying to decide whether to come back up for another year.
Yeah, I mean, somebody like him or Steven Williams or Tanner Burns is another one.
Yeah.
If I was a pitcher, I'd think hard about it.
All right, guys, I'm signing out.
All right.
All right. I sure will. I'll what I probably can do. I want to see.
Thanks again for setting this up, Matthew.
No problem. It was a lot of fun. I'm glad we were able to do all this. So
next time we'll talk about our Scottish heritage. We'll give that.
I'll put that on the agenda for next time.
Did you hear me?
Ancestry. What was that?
I said you're still number one.
Oh, thank you.
That's right.
I don't see there's any way of me getting removed from being the first.
You'll always be number one. That's right.
or a grandchild, I guess. Yeah, yeah.
You'll always
You
be
know,
number one.
Yeah.
I thought about this the other day, Matthew.
Yes, sir.
When your mom and dad were out there in Fort Worth,
Mm-hmm.
and they, they said one of the things they said, "Oh, we're not fixing to have kids. We're gonna wait." Well, about 3 months later, your dad told Melanie and me that they were expecting, and I said that's just what they need. And you know what?
You were
Matthew,
right.
you here with us, Matthew?
That's it, buddy.
I was
That's
just
right.
grabbing that.
Where's Matthew?
I think there's a little booger in my nose.
See that photo, Dad, right in front of you?
No, I don't see a photo.
Matthew's
see the
holding up
photo?
a photo. Do you see?
You see
Say
the,
something, Matthew.
do you see the photo? Do you see the photo?
Okay. Yes. I remember that picture.
Yeah.
But what I'm getting around to saying is, just think if they had not conceived you at that particular time, you would not be here.
That's right.
You would not be my grandson.
It would be.
I am so thankful
Oh,
that it
thank you.
happened exactly the way it did.
Oh yeah. Well,
Otherwise, I wouldn't have you.
well, and I tell you this. Obviously, I'm thankful for that too, because I just wouldn't be here. Look at this. I want y'all to guess who sent me this. One of our family members. I want y'all to guess who.
It's probably Alan sent that.
Yep, that's an Allen.
Beverly Dayreeves.
And then there's who's the basketball player here, Dad? I don't know.
That's Harvey Glantz. He's a
Yeah, that's Harvey
track
Glantz.
star.
There's Dad there, Alan.
Mm-hmm. Even Aunt Melanie.
There's
Rodney.
Milesy, right? And then there's Rodney.
And then Rodney. Matthew, save that. Make sure you save that comment for when we get Mel on here. She'll appreciate that. Yeah, she'll like that one for sure.
She'll send a drone to my house and blow it up.
I think she would leave the call immediately.
Oh,
Matthew, that's a good looking haircut you got.
Well, it's funny you say that because it's getting too long in the back. My neck.
Well, I can't see the back.
My neck. My neck. My
Well,
neck.
Matthew, just let it grow for now. Don't we try to go up to
That's one of the things I've been thinking about. Am I going to go to Ort Taylor and him get right in my face?
You're not going to be able to. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they said not to do non-essential services, and that's totally non-essential.
My barber.
So are y'all going to be ashamed? Are y'all going to be ashamed of me over Hilton Head if my hair is hanging down my?
Dad, I'll bring my razor and
I'll bring my scissors. Yeah.
I'll bring my clippers for it, and I can do it myself. Don't worry about it.
I've thought about, and I hate, as much as I hate this, I've thought about just doing a buzz in a few weeks if it starts getting longer. I've thought about it.
Matthew, you're way too clean cut to do that.
Just let it.
Desperate time.
Matthew, just let it go and just call. That's your Corona haircut. That's all you got to do.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, guys. Good night.
All right.
I love both of you.
Love you guys too. Y'all have a good night.
Love you. We'll see y'all. I'll go ahead and stop the video.
All right.
All right, buddy. Bye bye.
Right. Take care.
Finish.
Yes.
Finish Nabina.
Yeah.
Matthew,
Yes, sir.
you still there?
Yeah, I am. Dad got off. I was just making sure you got off. I think I got off too.
I'm fixing to click my button.
Yes, sir. All right.
Bye-bye.
We'll see ya.